Hello everyone, welcome back to our latest video in which I'm upcycling this beautiful display unit set, which is actually bigger than what I am showing to you in this video because I literally didn't have enough space to film the entire set because it was just too big. So this set was belonging or still belongs to one of my customers who had it for over 40 years, and because she has recently moved, she wanted it to be a bit more modern to fit in her new home, and this was in really good shape. It did have some problems but nothing major, and after I have upcycled it, it looked really good. It enhanced all the carvings, which I really liked on it, and the customer was really happy as well. So without further ado, I'm going to keep quiet and I let you enjoy this video. Stay tuned until the end because it is worth it. So the first thing I had to do before I could start priming and painting was to do all the repairs on the set. And as you can see, when I'm pressing down on certain areas, it's a bit flexible, I should say, or like a rubbery. It is because these are air bubbles. There are air bubbles underneath the veneer, which is probably because there has been some water or some sort of liquid spilled over it for probably a long time, and the wood has soaked in all the moisture and it made the veneer bubble up. And as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm just slicing up these bubbles in as much in the middle as I can, and I'm just filling it with wood glue. I'm just using a Gorilla Glue and a syringe, and I am just filling in all these bubbles, and then I am letting it dry for about a couple of hours. Probably worth it to leave it for overnight. And after I have let it dry for overnight, I'm using a 60 grit sandpaper to sand it smooth, and I'm not really worried about that it's going to be a lighter color because I am priming this whole set anyways. The original plan on upcycling this dresser was to leave the top of the base unit natural wood because we all believe that it is an actual oak furniture. But as I was scraping and as I was sanding the furniture, I had to realize that it is not actual real oak. What they did was they used a firm wood, and they have printed the wood grain on the top. So as I was sanding it, in some places I have actually sanded off the wood grain as well, which of course wouldn't be possible on a real wood furniture. And as you can see on a closer camera shot, it is really blotchy, so I had no other choice. I had to paint the top as well. The next step was to remove all the hardware with the exception of the hinges. After the hardware was removed, the next step was to do the scuff sanding so that the prime will adhere really nicely to the surface. And after I have scuff sanded the whole piece, I had to clean it, for which I used a very lightly damp cloth to grab all the moisture and then I let it dry for a little bit of time, probably about an hour, just to make sure that there will be no moisture left on the surface. As you can see, there is a lot of preparation involved in upcycling furniture, and of course, because it was a very large set, it just took even longer really. But you really need to make sure that whenever you are upcycling a piece, you do take your time with the preparation process, because this is the most important part of the upcycling process. Priming and painting are fairly easy, fairly simple, if all goes well. But as I said, the most important part is to take your time and just prepare it thoroughly. And finally, after about 10 hours of prepping, I am finally priming, which is still prepping and prep work, but it's more close to painting now. So I was really happy, and actually I was really stressed at this stage, but I was really happy that I could finally start. Also for this set I am using my spray gun. I am priming with a water-based bin Zinsser primer, and this is actually only twice as fast as the original time, so you can see it was a really quick process, for which I was extremely grateful that I had this spray gun. Otherwise it would have taken a long time. And now it's the fun part, for which I was really happy for. And this video is actually the real time video, so I haven't put any speed on it. This is the real time, real speed video. I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but I guess you understand me by now. So you can see how quick it really is to just spray paint the furniture, and although it looks a bit textured, it smooths out and it levels out. And here is just a quick reminder of how we started off with this display unit. And here is the final result. You will probably spot the customer and my other half in the reflection of the glass of this display unit. I apologize for the quality of the video, it's not great, but this was at the customer's home. This was the only place where I could take a video of the entire set. But I think it looks amazing. The customer was really happy. It definitely looks a lot fresher and looks a lot nicer in her home. Let me know guys, what do you think about this transformation, and I hope to see you in the next video.